Folks, I want to announce the third episode of the Patrick McGibney Podcast. The first episode starred Alexandros Kiritsis, my sales partner, which was a really, really awesome episode because we got to know where Shakira lives in Cyprus. The second episode of the Patrick McGibney Podcast was with my dear colleague, Pierre Wilken. We talked a lot about the IT consulting niche, IT development, standardized offerings, which also ended in a great webinar the same day, actually. The third podcast will be with Michael Economou. He is the co-founder and ex-CEO of Foody. Everybody who lives in Cyprus, or maybe also around, knows the awesome food deliverer Foody. Foody is one of the biggest companies here on the island, and he started Foody a long time ago and exited, I think, 2021 or 22. We'll hear it on the podcast, I guess. He's an awesome guy. He's a friend of mine here on the island and now starts his new adventure, his new startup, Go EXYDE. And obviously we'll talk a lot about Foody, about EXYDE, about generally how it is to scale, to scale such a big company, because they had hundreds of employees at the end. So if you're interested in how a local person here founded, started, scaled, and exited one of the biggest success stories of Cyprus, the island, you can basically compare it to services in Germany or around. They deliver food to your door. It's actually not so common in Germany, but there's Bold, Foody, for example. If you want to hear more about that really unique story, lots of news around that, just come into the podcast. We'll talk unscripted. It's very important, unscripted. I ask questions that I actually collect before, and I'm not giving them out, so it's real, authentic conversation. I'm really looking forward because he's an amazing person, really, really interesting. Stay tuned. Also for his new startup, which is going to revolutionize the market, similar like Booking, I could say. Booking.com. Let's stay tuned. Of course, everything else about entrepreneurship, consulting, coaching, because we had some stories here. It's going to be very, very interesting for you, beneficial to hear if you are interested in entrepreneurship, into startups, into maybe the food sector, about consulting, coaching in general, maybe about Cyprus and Greek. That's a must-have, especially here in Cyprus and around. And you're really looking forward to have you all listen to the podcast. I promise it's going to be very, very interesting, not boring questions. Enough announcement from my side. Gonna see you in the podcast, see you in the upcoming webinars, and guys, stay tuned.